Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or messages. Come in, come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Energies, up, Big Cat. I insist. Yes, Big Cat. The veil between the 3D and the 5D is extremely thin, darling dear. Your ancestors are dog walking. All your enemies, known and unknown. We are in what? The hunter-gatherer season, darling dears. Oh yes, it feels lovely. Fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely, in fact. We have a prayer move on the 23rd of April 2023 at 3:33 a.m. and 3:33 p.m. Calling all the Lightworker star seeds. This will be the last time that I mention the prayer move, because if you know, you know. And if you don't, you're not meant to know. How about that? Yes, Big Cat. The planetary energies are. We have the Skullduggerous moon in Pisces, aligning with Saturn. Intuition is strong. Reconnect with your intuitive side and trust your instincts. This lunar vibration emits firm ground for some extremely successful outcomes. You heard the bell. Confirmation, darling dear. This lunar vibration, I already said that. Now I'm repeating myself. What's going on? We're in a groundhog kind of a day, darling dears. It's a matter of continuing to show up regardless of circumstances. Lean into your enterprising abilities. We also have Vesta, the self-orientated asteroid, entering Taurus. Vesta represents devotion, spirituality, and strength, making it feel right at home in loyal Taurus. This is a fantastic transit to plant a seed of your dreams. Get grounded and get great. Build a solid foundation. We also have, darling dears, on the 19th of April, a new moon solar eclipse in Aries, marking a time of closure and endings, and carries the potential for new beginnings. Consider it a preview to your future, darling dears. We also have Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Yes, baby, Mercury. Where's my survival kit? Here it is. Read this and then burn it. Pay attention, Big Cat. Pay attention, right? Because this Mercury retrograde is going to be in a fixed earth sign, telling you, tasking you with, darling dear, reassessing your financial situations as well as your resources and your health, happiness, and well-being. If somebody is a bad news boy or gal, they've got to go. And another one bites the dust. Yeah, they gotta go. Get them out. We don't want no sad and sorry Sallys or Simons, right, around us with their bad luck, their bad vibes, their bad intentions, right, and a Panani of a Tum that's got a bad memory. Listen, we don't want none of that. Why? Because the veil between the 3D and the 5D is getting thin, darling dears. And your ancestors are dog walking all of your enemies, as you remember. And you use silence, right, as a fence around your wisdom. Why? Because a seed grows in silence, yet a tree falling makes the most noise. Destruction is noisy, creation is silent. When you grow silently, you grow strong, darling dears. Strong. And you sit on your pentacles like Mac Duck in silencio, buttoning it, packing it in, putting a lid on it, Big Cat. Did you miss me? I was closed for spiritual works yesterday. Had to get my Kui Gong on. If you don't know what that is, listen, I'm not explaining everything to you, darling dears. Be a keyboard gangster and tap into that, darling dear, to line up your chakras and tap into your chi. Anyway, I can't find my ring, blood. This is why I've got my backup big cat ring on, right? I don't know where it is. I gave a mild search, a quick run through, right? But as soon as I finish this reading, I'm going to get the progeny involved. I'm not going to call them. I'm just going to go and turn off the Wi-Fi, right? When you turn off the Wi-Fi, everybody turns up immediately. Listen, I ain't got the time. I told you, we've got to be cunning with these progenies, darling dears. They can be so slow moving. Last time I lost the ring, someone put in the comments it's in Nambia. Tried to really upset me and make me want to rip off my wig and tear off my glasses and pinch the bridge of my nose. Listen, I'm not doing it. I'm just going to turn off the Wi-Fi, right? Get the progenies involved. Are you fabulous, gorgeous and lovely, darling dears? Are you? I'm glad you could pop in. Let's carry on at a hot trot. They laughed, darling dear. They whispered. Then they got their echopraxic on. They gave you pisanthropia. What's that? Trust no one, blood. They gave you misophonia, where you couldn't bear to see them eating or breathing, blood. And then they gave you what? Motivation to get great. Yeah. In silencio. They laughed, darling dears. Then they took notes. And now they're trying to come back in. But they are being blocked by your ancestors who are petty bogetti, blood. Why? It's rich white lady season on Keitha and Malkuth. And I'll have nothing else said. Right. You know I've got my waist trainer on, so I'm not taking any chat, right? And I'm very serious, because I got Kara to pull it with all of her might, right? And I was like, tape it, tape it. She goes, Mommy, can you breathe? Tape it, I said, just tape it. Right. Now let's carry. What's in my cup? I told you, I'm on the twinings. I'll have one coffee and then I've got my twinings to drink throughout the day. It's ginger, turmeric, and fig. And I already told you, to me, it tastes like the Jamaican bun. Let's carry on at a hot trot, big cats. Are you fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely? Have you been getting great? Let's get some rooms on the tableau. You've got a thruple. Ooh. Lots of intel, darling dears. When you cast root, this ring keeps swimming around my finger, right? It's going to make me turn off the Wi-Fi, but if I turn it off now, it's going to upset my own game. So I've got to be cunning and I've got to be patient. Yeah. We've got what, darling dears? This is Swallow Sun energy on its face, darling dears, represented by the letter S, the number 76, 77, 78, and 79. Somebody's sitting under the wrath of God, right? Having been gullible and got bad counsel about you, big cat. Somebody's going through it, darling dear. Sun card. This is Swallow. It's represented by the Sun card in Tarot, darling dears. It also speaks about progeny, darling dears. It also speaks, when you see the on the original Rider-Waite, the Sun card, darling dear, there's a brick wall behind it, meaning someone's put the past behind you. Well, this creature from the backwoods with yarn for hair is stuck in the past, thinking, they're thunking. Good God, it must really hurt their tiny mind about the past, where they wish they'd been and done better to you, darling dear, done better by you. Well, that's their business, blood. Your shapely back, right? Is disappearing over the hemisphere. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. And we'll double it down with a quick Matthew 10:14, right? You had to dust off your sandals and head out, tinky winky styling. They're not having a fabulous, gorgeous time, darling dears. This is somebody who is what? Having a bit of what? It's their mind. Their mind, that tiny mind, is attacking them, keeping them stuck in the rinse and repeat. It also speaks about sadness. Somebody's feeling extremely sad, right? And they're trapped in negativity, right? And they feel like a failure. Oh my God, all of their qualities have come into the forefront, darling dear. But not at your house. These dummy bats must be somewhere else. They can't be around a big cat. Have you got a dummy bat around you? Who is it? They've got to go. Why? Because they've got judgment on them, darling dears. This is Dagaz. That big D is being bandied around, darling dear. Yes, for dumbass, dickhead, right? It also speaks about a breakthrough for you, darling dear. You are getting a second chance of life. You're getting your second wind on. While somebody's awakening to the earth angel you was in their life, darling dear. Yes, baby. OMG, it's really going on. Fire, water, and Pluto energy. We've got Pluto in Aquarius at this moment in time, darling dear. Yes, someone's watching you what? Living your true calling. They're seeing opportunities being created for you as you create this new stage of life for yourself. They're wanting your forgiveness. I told you, big cat, we forgive everyone, but we remember that bastardo's name. In my gingerbread man voice from Shrek. Yeah, you know that same gingerbread that said, he's wearing a thong. Yeah. We remember names, blood. We've got the memory of an elephant. Just like the elephant in India that murked the lady twice. You're saying, Case, but you talk about it all the time. Why? So you don't forget it. I don't want you to forget it. Right? Brain box you be, big cat. I've told you this. So they'd like a second chance, eh? A second chance to F you over without the Vaseline, eh? Discernment is key. Intuition is key. Because a partner, a friend, a family member, is wanting to return in your life like Beetlejuice or Candyman. Wow, they've got karma on them, darling dear. Karma, as well as hellfire and brimstone, darling dears, as they try to escape the crevice of the devil's balls. Good God, no! They're trying to block your fresh start, right? They don't want you to be promoted in the spiritual world. They want you to share in their karmas. Sometimes when people are, this is why sometimes when you meet someone, darling dear, and then every minute something's always, this ring keeps swimming around my finger, right? I'm going to take it off in a minute, rip it off, right? And then I'm going to have to rip off my glasses and pinch the bridge of my nose, and I'm still going to want to go and turn off the Wi-Fi. But I'm going to hold off, big cat. I'm going to be brave. Love it. They want to come back round for one more round, Julie, with your hairline, your pocketbook, your handbag, your purse, your wallet. This person or people that were betas in your life. The beta, the B is for a back, front, neck, tabber. They get no S. The A is because they abused the situation. The I is because they was an imposter. An imposter. The T is because they're a taker and they took everything that they thought it was everything. They didn't take your common sense, your flip-flop. The E is because they're an exploiter. The R is because they're reckless. And the S is because they were shape-shifting and mean and soulless. Yeah, all of this and that, darling dear. Well, guess what? Karma is riding their back like a monkey. And they are stuck in the past, mate. Listen, can they have any more karma on their back? Well, it seems the rune says yes, yes, and yes again. This is Taiwas, represented by what? The Justice card in Tarot. You could have divorced this person, darling dear, broken up a friendship, something that was long term. It could also speak about what? Employers, darling dears. An employer that you've left behind, or you're about to leave them behind because they was what? Stupido in your life, darling dears. It called for you to stand in your authority, darling dears. Analyze the situation with a rational mind and minus the big cat. Leave them to their karma, represented as by the letter T, as well as what? The number 44, 45, 46, and 47. So Dagaz was 80, 81, 82, and 83, the letter D, right? And Swallow, the letter S, the number 76, 77, 78, and 79. The veil is thin, big cat. This is why I've called you to this prayer move. And I'm not going to mention it again until the time has passed, because who knows, knows. And who don't know, they were not meant to sit with us, darling dears. They were not meant to take the knee with us. Why? They are doppelgangers, darling dears. Doppelgangers. They must get their karma by themselves, on their own. Right, let's get an Oracle Ancestral message. I'm going to use this one. I can't remember the name of the deck. If you remember it, put it in the comments, please. Oracle Ancestral message for my big cats. As we continue to get great and socket to Scotty, these fell out. We've got Kali Ma. What did I say? Spiritual transformation, darling dear, is on the tableau for you. We've also got what? You are a healer. What did I say, big cat? You've got them healing hands. Somebody needs to go and watch my earth sign reading that I've just actually put up. I don't know if it's actually been delivered yet. It's about to be delivered unto you, darling dears. But anyway, you got the healing hands. And we've also seen a lot of red. It speaks about the root chakra being grounded, no longer in survival mode. Why? You are a thriver, big cat. And it also speaks about manifestation. I'm also seeing a scaife, darling dear. This is for you to cut out what no longer serves you and don't bring it back, because it will block said manifestations for you. The root chakra is represented by Archangel Samael, call him at any time, as well as Monday, very important to some. We've also got what? Mars and Aries energy. Mars also rules Scorpio, the ancient ruler of Scorpio, darling dears. It speaks about you what? Getting support and you feeling more as though you belong in this world. But remember, darling dears, we are big cat, right? And we are in this world, but we are not of this world. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, living according to our birth natal charts, our blueprint of the Akashic records. Spiritual transformation is afoot, darling dear. And you've got them healing hands. And somebody would love you to lay your hands on them, darling dear. These bottom feeders. What's that round her neck? Let me get my all-seeing tortoise. It's some kind of tribal thing. Can you see it? Screenshot it and bring it up, big cat, because you've got keyboard gangster skills. Let me know what it is in the comments, yeah? Yeah. I heard someone say, on it. I love it, big cat. Love it. It looks like something Nordic. Getting that kind of a glow, that kind of a blow. Didn't even get the chance to shuffle the cards, but I will. See what's on the base. Oh, this one came out. All right, we've got Leah. Or Leah. For you to stand your ground, Scotty, reminds me of the Seven of Wands. It speaks about being spiritually protected as you are going through your spiritual transformation, darling dear. As your what? Your enemies, known and unknown, are being dog walked as the veil between the 3D and the 5D is lifting, big cat. Many major things are going to happen. The 20th of April is significant. That just came to mind. But we will be praying, darling dears, on the 23rd from 3:33 a.m. and 3:33 p.m. for 3 minutes and 33 seconds. It's very important. You've got to be Obi-Wan Kenobi for the feeble-minded on this Malkuth, darling dears, the ones that are still asleep. Remember, big cat, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. You don't even understand the spiritual weight your words and your energy carries. But I'm here to tell you all of the time, bestie, you were chosen. This is why you was earmarked to be black sheep. This is why you've never fit into any paradigm. You wasn't meant to fit in. You were sent to bend the matrix and change the flow of energy from dark to light. You are a transmutive being, darling dears, and your energy is being called on the 23rd of April, 2023. Stand your ground, darling dears. And remember, the water is about your intuition and your discernment. It also speaks about relationships. As the creatures from the backwoods try to come out of their pit to try and drag you back into their foolishness. We don't deal with folios, right? Base of the deck. We've got the what? Past life healing. Breaking karmic cycles of your ancestors. This is why you've been earmarked as prototype of your lineage. How you've been living your life up to this point, darling dear. You've healed their karma. So you are being blessed with gifts of regeneration, darling dear. You get your second chance while you're here on this Malkuth. We will not be coming back after, no mate. We are not going to go towards the light when it's our time. Why? If you go towards the light, it means that you're going to allow your soul to have its memory scrubbed and sent back to this Malkuth. Who wants to come back to this Malkuth, blood? It's like being rubbed down by a cheese grater and run over and then backed up over by a bulldozer? Nah, blood. All these lessons to learn, and life is so finite, darling dear. Finite. Lots of feminine energy coming up, darling dear. Oh, look what's underneath that. Say less. Say less. Move in silencio, darling dears. Move in silencio. When you know, you know. And I remember I told you, bestie, the wisest person in the room is the one that shuts up, mate. People don't know how to gauge your intelligence if you're silent, darling dear. Leave them, let them be dumb as a crumb. Let people underestimate the big cat. That's when you'll be doing the backstroke as your ancestors dog walk. Those that underestimated you. Because divine is about to make you somebody in front of everybody. Your work is being paid off in full. Let's get a domino before we press on. Because you roll with the 6 G's. God, growth, goals, gifts, greatness, and gratitude. So many dominoes. Good God. You've got 4 runes and 3 runes and now 4 dominoes. When you cast dominoes, you read them from right to left. Let me just count up all these numbers. We've got 24, okay? The 2 and the 4 goes to a 6. Let's get into the numerology of the 6, darling dears. It speaks about heavy is the head that wears the crown. You have to be responsible at this moment in time. It also speaks about you being community orientated. The energy of the 6 is also about the teamwork, accepting your role, that you are what? In this world, not of this world. The number 6 in numerology rules Libra as well as Taurus energy, darling dears. Okay. So Libra and Taurus, darling dears. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Libra. Oh gosh, come on, Case. This is not the time for you to get a brain fart. Libra is ruled by Venus, Taurus and Venus. Okay then. Something is coming to me. Hold on a sec. It's coming out slowly, like dribbling diarrhea, darling dears. Listen, I don't like getting the messages like this. Just give it to me one time, blood. Okay, something about Taurus and Venus, because those came out first. Taurus, we're already in the 2nd house, darling dear. We know that Mercury retrograde is going to be in Taurus, where we'll be looking at our resources, our finances, having another look at our health, our well-being, and our happiness. Venus is also what? The mother of what? Abundance, darling dear. Resources and beauty. Don't be taken in by somebody trying to pander to your beauty or trying to what? Big you up because of what you've actually achieved on this Malkuth up to this point, darling dear. They are looking for a way to fit in where they can get in, darling dears. We have the energy of the 3 and the 4. This is a 7 chariot energy. You are seen as being extremely successful, darling dears. The domino reading for the 3 and the 4 speaks about happiness in love. It could be love of self or love of a child or love of a romantical kind. Maybe it's even a love of a true friendship, but this is coming in hot and heavy for you. We have the one in the blank. This is the Fool as well as the Magician, the badass alchemist ways. The domino meaning for the one in the blank speaks about what? An enemy, darling dear. Somebody who is threatened by the success and happiness that you've created for yourself. We have Emperor and Empress energy. This is Mars and Aries, Earth and Venus energy, darling dears. This is about your growth as well as you standing in your authority. We have the double 6, which is a 12, Hangman. Somebody is stuck on you, paying attention to what you've got going on. This person or people created a stumbling block in your life. You're going to be hearing of someone either going to prison, the hospital, or the graveyard. My condolences, darling dears. The energy of the 12, it speaks about what? You're about to meet someone who's going to introduce you to a new sport or a hobby, darling dears. This is a what? This is a soul contract meeting. Somebody that's going to show you something different, darling dear, which is going to further your upliftment on this Malkuth. Let's break the energy of the 12 down, okay? The 12 goes down to a 3. And again, the energy of the 3 is about your creativities, your communication skills. And it also speaks about you being what? More social. The 3 is ruled by Jupiter as well as Neptune energy. Jupiter is for expansion, darling dears. The Neptune energy of it all is about you being inspired. It also speaks about your psychic sensitivity. Again, reminding you to what? Listen to your intuition. This new person or people that's coming to introduce you to a new sport or a new hobby, they are being sent to you, darling dears. Use discernment. And remember, it's not the outside that you are going to be looking at, darling dear. You've done your formal training. We read energy. You'll know whom to trust and whom to listen to at this stage of the game, because you are being uplifted as the veil. You hear the bell confirmation between the 3D and the 5D is getting thinner and thinner and thinner. We also have the 1 and the 4, darling dears. Leaning, I said the 1 and the 4, but it comes to a 4, but it's a 1 and a 3. It speaks about what? A successful trip, business, education, money, something important, darling dear. Somebody's taking a trip, darling dear, and it's going to bring a lot of success towards you, possibly where you're going to meet this new person that is going to enlighten you to a new hobby or a new sport, which is part of your spiritual upliftment. Again, you've had the formal training. You will use your discernment and your intuition, follow your instincts, darling dears. Lots of messages right there. Right. Let's carry on. This is the first deck I touched, so I'm going to use it. It's my original Rider-Waite deck, the deck that made me think one was missing, and that made me buy all of these other decks. I'm telling you, when Spirit is calling you to do something, darling dears, it's tricky with you. Divine will be tricky because it's your purpose. The 2 of Pentacles speaks about you managing your responsibilities, being watched by people that are going through choppy waters. It also speaks about you being single as F, darling. You're single, solo, right? But you are balancing out your energies, your mental energies, your responsibilities, your health, darling dear. And it's also a reminder for you, some of you, to get your what? Your work and life balance on track. Oh, only a small. Okay. Okay. Energies around my big cats as the veil is getting thin. First one, destabilized situation, darling dear. This is leaving behind like-minded. They were like-minded at one point, darling dear, but you realizing that you don't have a common ground anymore. The 4 of Wands also speaks about the uprooting. Maybe you're moving from a home, darling dear. The Wands is about spirituality. So you're moving from some kind of comfort zone in your spirituality, realizing spirituality is the ocean, darling dear. It's not a fishbowl. But you're also going to be hearing of someone being destabilized and someone who is on the outs with you, darling dear, wanting to come back in. What's this ring getting on my flipping nerves? I've got to take it off, blood. And they don't even want to come off. Oh, done it. Right. Ace of the deck, darling, dear. Yes, be a bit devil energy. Somebody who's got addiction or addictive personality. This person was deeply controlling around you. They was also a mask-wearing marauder, darling, dears. It also speaks about some kind of an illness, as I said. Somebody is spiritually deficit. Next card. Yes. This is somebody who spend their energy around many. And we already spoke about the bad counsel of it all. They got bad counsel in a situation, darling dear. This person is bitter and spying, and they're a page of swords in the reverse. This person is also a liar. Air energy. Okay. Page of swords is come on, case, think. Air as well as earth energy. This person lacks in intelligence, extremely immature. They're in defense mode at this moment in time, possibly having a mental break or breakdown in a situation, but a situation is definitely broken down. A situation that they was living amongst many, but it was low vibing, darling dears. They're trying to leave it fell on its face. So this person's not going to tell you the truth. Personal people, they're not going to tell you the truth of what they've actually gone through. They're looking for your help. Why? Because you rule and run the 10 of Pentacles. You've broken some kind of generational curse. This person is looking into the long term, or maybe the long term that you was around them. They're hoping, banking on the fact that you will still be friendly and open for incoming from a marauder. This is somebody you was with for a certain amount of time. It could be as much as 10 years. 10 months. They want the loyalty from you, darling dear, but this person is lying and they're jealous. You can't be in bed or in friendship or anything with somebody who is jealous of you, jealous of what you've created, darling dear. This person is a liar. You've already broke some kind of a link to them, darling dear. You couldn't trust their word. And for others, this is a sign where you are about to leave a workplace. You're going to leave a workplace. You're not expecting it, but you will leave. Why? It's spiritually breaking you, darling dears. And you was there for a time, and you got a lot of money from this situation, darling dear. But it's time for you to let go and take this leap of faith. This is a message for someone else. Hierophant on its face. This is somebody who didn't follow the rules and regulations. Someone that was completely controlling, destabilized the whole of your foundation. They don't want the situation to end. World card. This is about them wanting some kind of closure to the situation, darling dear. In the reverse, this is wanting to sneak back and get a second chance, but it's also your ruminating thoughts. In the upright, in the reverse, it's about you thinking clearly about the situation. The swords, darling dears. This person is argumentative. They're also a liar, and they like the one-upmanship. There's going to be a lot of gossip as you leave this workplace, darling dears. There's a lot of talk going on about you at this moment in time. Clarify the devil energy. Controlling. Someone who's got addictions or addictive behavior. They've got judgment on them, darling dear. They've got the karma all up and in them. This is major arcana. When you see major arcana, divine has stepped in. Yeah. Somebody would like a second chance, someone who chose many and the advice of many over you, darling dear. This person is embittered. Yeah. They don't like the fact that you are highly intuitive, darling dear. Base of the deck. Yes, baby. You're no longer broken-hearted. You've gotten over a betrayal in a situation. Base of the deck, darling dear. And as you get over the betrayal, you are being gifted with a new beginning. This is the hand of God. A return to your mental health. Building tangible things. Having new opportunities being presented to you. But it's about you continuing to release that situation. Some of you may have been crying over the past few days, darling dears. You're not crying for the situation to return. You are still purging. You are still purging because you are in this world, not of this world. So you'll be releasing in a human way, darling dears. The tears is not because you want them back or because you're feeling sorry for yourself. You're purging, darling dears. The veil is becoming extremely thin, and you don't have to worry about anything in the past. Your ancestors, your security, which you can call at any time, is dog walking these mother foes. You're being gifted, darling dears. And you're beginning. Why is all the cards falling on the floor? If I can reach it, it's all the way over there. Got Page of Wands in the upright. This is also what? Some kind of idea that is being spiritually gifted to you, darling dears. Some of you may have been going through a season of confusion, darling dear, but one particular idea is going to come to you. right? Could be over the next days, could be in the next 8 minutes, darling dears. Whenever this idea comes to you, divine wants you to follow it to the letter. The Page of Wands is active, darling dears. Don't hitch and don't wait. Whatever that idea is pertaining to you, you've got to keep it moving. You may have as much as 2 progeny involved in your situation. Base of the deck, darling dear. What did I say? You're highly intuitive. Maybe it's a spiritual business, but it's something that you're going to have to use your hands. You are going to be the leader of this business, darling dears. This is takeoff season for you. What did I say? Because your long-term vision, your ships are about to come in. The 6 of Cups also speaks about what new opportunity is being granted unto thee, darling dears. And again, people that left you behind, people that counted you out, are going to try and make a return. I nearly said run through. Well, these run throughs and these blown out, darling dears, they really can't come back. They're not fabulous. They're not. You get 7 of Cups. You're going to have multiple options, darling dears, right? But every cup that is going to be presented towards you is an opportunity for your greatness. It's going to further your long-term vision. There's not going to be a cup that's got to be skullduggerous, darling dears. Every one of the cups that are being offered, and it could be as many as 7, is an opportunity which will take you on a different life path. But each one is being blessed and guided. But you have to turn your back on the past. Leave the past where it is. If the tears come up, the memories come up, question them, darling dear. Question them, because it's purging season for you. Base of the deck, the Empress of them all, darling dears. Whosoever is embittered and that you left behind, the one that is gossiping the most, is because of your growth gain. You may have progeny with them, you may be pregnant, or just pregnant with infinite possibilities. This is someone that underestimated you, someone or someone's immature, gossiping, low vibing, bottom feeding snakes, straight out of Slytherin, darling dear, at your back. They've still got a knife for your back, darling dear, for your chakras, all of them. But you are the what? Keeper of the bag. Ooh, love it. It made me warm and fuzzy inside, darling dears. This is about you knowing your worth and adding tax. A new beginning. Some of you are going into childcare. This is a new beginning in a monetary field. It could also be crypto, darling dears, but it's something that is going to give you money, wealth in ways that you can't even comprehend at this moment in time. You can't take no one from the past with you, darling dears. They chose their role. They're meant to watch from the nosebleed section. Base of the deck. Opportunity. Can you stand any more Skrilla? Opportunity after opportunity. At this moment in time, you are single as F, darling dear. Okay. The 2 queens on the table, darling dears. It speaks about the meeting of a friend. It's going to be a female feminine energy, or it could be a man in his feminine mode. It could be effeminate, darling dears. But you're going to be meeting a female. So the new person that's coming to show you this new hobby, this new sport, whatever, they're being sent to you, so we know it's feminine energy. Okay, I'm going to narrow it down some more. This person is sent to be support. You also have what? You have a feminine energy that is a fake friend. Somebody's stirring up a lot of past gossip about you at this moment in time. This person betrayed your confidences time and time again. But it's also what? Seamless, groundless. Why? Because they're digging up old bones. Base of the deck. I can't make it up. The moon card. Someone that betrayed your emotions, darling dears. It could be a family member, and the moon also represents feminine energy or effeminate energy. Base of the deck. They're sad and sorry, darling dears. This person is guilty, darling dear. But it also speaks about grief. When you broke this situation, it created a lot of grief within you, darling dear, because you did not know who you was. They always knew that you was the prize. You always came through. Now you are the keeper of the bag. They're crying, darling dear. Let them cry. Leave them where they are. Again, we get the Hangman on the cards. All of this one's energy. You're about to be spiritually gifted as well as what? Spiritually guided. Divine wants you to use those gifts. It goes to 3 of Wands. Again, turning your back, being future thinking. Divine wants you. Some of you are going to be getting visions, and I'm hearing daydreams. Daydreams? Write that shiznai down, darling dear. It's going to give you a different perspective, but it's also for you to look at a different perspective. Some of you are not actually sitting within your spiritual gifts. You're not exactly truly believing that you actually have them, but they are gifts from God. And you are to use them until the wheels fall off, darling dear. A new beginning of inspiration and motivation is about to be, you're about to be blessed in ways you can't understand. Spiritually blessed. The Hangman comes in with Neptune energy. As I said, Neptune is about psychic sensitivity, darling dears. The key word is your imagination. Neptune rules Pisces. Pisces is the 12th house. Your gifts, darling dears, your spiritual gifts is going to create a lot of enemies around you. Base of the deck. But it's celebration for you, darling dear. Again, feminine energy. And every celebration you have is creating stress on people in the past. People that you've already cut off. Queen of Swords. Split the deck. Because you're winning, darling dear. This is the winning lap, winners, or the victory lap, darling dear. That's the winner's reef. You're about to be uplifted in front of many. In front of many, big cat. A community that downpressed you, downgraded you until they couldn't. Again, you're reminded to stand your ground, darling dear, because you're going through spiritual transformation. This is what? Healing past. Healing is past life healing, but the past life could also represent from this life. If you are still purging, you're purging from memories, that things that were done to you, darling dears. And as I told you many times, it's done to you, but it's for you. Because you had to wake up, big cat. You simply had to. You are being called. Alright, let me get another deck. Let's get some more messages out. I haven't used this one in a while. Darling dear, something that can't be bought or bartered. We have the 2 and the 5. 2 and the 3 goes to a 5, darling dear. Hierophant energy, blessed and highly favored. It also speaks about, as I said, you are a wise teacher, or a teacher is about to be sent to you when the student is ready. It also speaks about, again, formal training. Somebody's completed their spiritual formal training, which is going to bring a different peace. The flag speaks about transformation. Some of you are going to be breaking out as a star, darling dears, right? As you call in your true soul tribe. Again, the flags of transformation on the 8, infinite number. The 8 also in numerology represents what? Mastery and accomplishments, darling dears. This is a time for you to feel more empowered. The 8 is also the number 8 rules what? Capricorn energy, which is ruled by Saturn. Saturn that likes to come through with rules and regulations, as well as what? Rewards for the discipline that you've shown. Somebody is also having issues with their skin, bones, teeth, their knees or their ears, but it was part of your ascension, darling dear. It's ascension pains that you've been experiencing. You've got ancient knowledge, darling dears. Your whys are about to be answered, possibly in a dream, or it's going to be brought to you by someone who is a female or effeminate energy, darling dears. Someone is being sent to you. You are a co-creator, badass at it, darling dears. The owl is the wisdom. There's a thin line, darling dear, through being the wise and being amongst the fools, darling dears. You are on this tightrope alone. Big Cat Chronicles is a continuing for you, darling dear. The energy of the 40 goes down to 4. The numerology of the 4 is manifestation mode, darling dears. You're about to create a new structure of stability in your life. The 4 rules, come on, Case, think. It rules Leo as well as Aquarius energy, darling dears, which is what? The Sun and Uranus. The Sun is about self and the sudden change which is coming towards you. Another message for someone, darling dears. Base of the deck. Tick tock, because time is running out. I told you the veil is extremely thin. We've got the 3. We've got the 40 and the 3. This is Emperor and Empress energy, darling dears. Divine union for some. A true partnership coming your way. On that note, I believe I drops me mic. Messages are galore, darling dears. And don't forget, our prayer move. Our prayer move is the 23rd of April 2023 at 3:33 a.m. and 3:33 p.m. Never you underestimate your spiritual gangster, darling dears. Divine wants you to show up because your energy is needed to transmute the dark that has been going on in this Malkuth. Your energy is needed. This is the last time I'm going to mention it. No, I didn't put a notice up on the community board because whom was meant to hear has heard it, darling dears. And he who knows, knows. On that note, I drops me mic. Why? Because I want to go and turn off the Wi-Fi. I want to know where my ice is ringing, and I want the project to help me look for it. Right? So I'm very busy. Right? Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here, or take the hop, skip, and jump to my TikToks, where I also upload videos. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. It can't wait until we meet again on these tarot screens. Cat, cat.